Good morning and welcome to JH Kids. My name's Emma. Are you ready for today's story time? Today the book that we are doing is called The Great Gratitude Surprise. I didn't say who it's from. The Great Gratitude Surprise by Rod Soper. It was a beautiful summer morning. Sammy and David were playing, chasing on the beach while Mum, Dad and Grandpa watched from the shade of a beach umbrella. David raced up the sand and hid behind Dad to avoid being caught, but Sammy dived on top of Dad and managed to tag David with a tap and a shout, "You're it!" David scrambled to his feet and began chasing Sammy into the sand dunes. When he caught up, he found her staring at a wooden box half hidden in the bushes. It looked just like a treasure chest. I wonder what's inside. The two children carefully carried the box back to where Mum, Dad and Grandpa were sitting on the beach and laid it on the big beach towel. The family all gathered round to see what might be inside. Dad picked up the box and gave it a little shake. "Something is inside it," said Mum. With a bit of jiggling, Dad got the box to unlatch. "Who's going to open it?" he asked. "I will," said David, reaching out and lifting the lid. Inside the box was a photo of a family, a green ball, 2 ice cream sticks, and a handwritten note. Mum picked up the note and read it out loud. To those who find our treasure, we are the Travers family, and this is our box of Thanksgiving. The box of Thanksgiving is a way for us to share with others the things we are grateful for as a family, and we wanted to share some of them with you. The photo is of our family. We are so thankful for the way we look out for each other, for our house, our friends, and our dog, Bruce. We use the green ball to play our favourite game at the beach. It's called Crazy Catches. The person who catches a ball in the craziest way wins the game. The game makes us laugh so much, you should give it a go. The ice cream sticks are all that is left from our favourite holiday food. Every afternoon we eat ice cream here at the beach. Where we eat our ice cream, we play a game. We have to think of 3 things we love and share why we love them. It's a great one. Now that you have found our Thanksgiving box, we invite you to find your treasures and fill the Thanksgiving box, lock it up again and hide it for another family to find. "What a great idea," said Grandpa. "And there's an ice cream shop just up the road too," said David, laughing. "Should we make a Thanksgiving box too?" suggested Grandpa. "Yes, let's do it," everyone agreed while packing up. That afternoon, Mum, Dad, Grandpa, Sammy and David sat around the kitchen table discussing just what they should put in the Thanksgiving box. Dad said, "I have an idea. Let's all go and find one thing we are grateful for and bring it back." With that, everyone jumped up and went hunting. Grandpa found his favourite photo of the family. Mum went straight to her bedroom and found her running headband. David just couldn't make up his mind. He was looking at his favourite building blocks in one hand and one of his toy sports cars in the other hand. He finally decided he would add his toy car. Dad went searching in the garage and found his much-loved kite from when he was a young boy. Meanwhile, Sammy was in her bedroom knee-deep among the toys and other belongings in her cupboard, looking for her addition to the Thanksgiving box. Finally, after searching through just about every box, she found just what she was looking for. Back in the kitchen, everyone was sitting around the table with their chosen Thanksgiving box items. when Sammy came running in. "Found it!" she shouted. As everyone was placed their item on the table, they shared with each other why they were grateful for it, while Dad wrote down their ideas for the Thanksgiving box note. As David placed his sports car in the box, he said, "This car always makes me want to be a racing car driver. I hope it helps the kids who find it follow their dreams too." Mum added her headband and smiled. She explained that it had magical powers because it helped her to run fast and also helped her to remember how wonderful healthy bodies are. Everyone laughed. Grandpa added his photo, saying it was always important to love and care for your family first, and that way you will always have people people to care for you. Dad carefully placed his precious kite inside the Thanksgiving box. Kite flying was one of my favorite things to do at the beach as a young boy. I hope the next flyers of this kite have as much fun with it as I did. They all turned to Sammy. She was gazing thoughtfully at her contribution. As she looked up, she smiled and said, "This is my locket. Grandma gave it to me. Inside it says, 'I love you, so you can love others.' I think Grandma would love to tell others that message, so I'm going to add this to the Thanksgiving box." So it says over here, "I love you, so you can love others." Mum gave Sammy a big hug. "You are right, Sammy. Grandma would want to share that message with lots of people." Dad agreed. "You know what?" he said. "We have 5 special things here from 5 very special people. Each of you has added a message of love, gratefulness, and fun for another family to find." Dad finished writing the letter to go inside the Thanksgiving box and signed it, "The Settler Family." Mum put her arms around David and Sammy, pulling them in close. "Thank you for being such great kids," she said. "We love you both and are so grateful for the way you care for our family and friends and each other. We are super proud of you." Dad cheered in agreement. Then Grandpa leaned over and with a twinkle in his eyes whispered, "And that ice cream shop up the road is still open, you know." I guess they went to buy ice cream. That's the end of the story. Isn't that a lovely story? The Great Gratitude Surprise. Now we're going to do some activities. So the first activity I was thinking of, as a family, you could make your own Thanksgiving or gratitude box, just like this family did. You don't need to put it in a treasure box or anything, but at least it's not something nice that you can sit around your family and you can talk about something special to each of you. The next activity is a little flower. So it's very easy to make. It's just a circle in the middle and then words. So my daughter asked me to write the different things that she is thankful for. So she chose Dad, Mum, hide and seek, that's her favourite game, kisses, hugs, and her cousins, because my daughter absolutely loves playing with her cousins and thinks her cousins are the best in the world. So this is what my daughter is thankful for. So she's just made herself a little thankful flower. Then the next activity is little thankful rocks. These are quite easy to make. And there are a few different games that you can play with them. So I've just made a few different ones. And then ones that, so if you are able to write, you could also write some words. Like you could write love and hugs and kisses, or you can write your parents, your sisters. And so some games that you could play with your little rocks is that you could play treasure hunt. So you could hide these in your house or in your garden, and you can each take turns trying to find them. Or something that I've seen lately, especially due to COVID, I've seen a lot of families making these rocks but leaving them out in the community, and other children absolutely love finding them because they're such special rocks, and I've seen them collecting them and then they re-hide them for other children to find. So it's quite fun and cute idea to do, to show that you're thankful for things, and then you can pass it on to people in your community. Now, the next activity is a bit of a science experiment. I've made here, it's different, it's coloured ice. So it's just food colouring that I've put and water, and I've just frozen it. And I used the primary colours, so that's blue, yellow and red. And I've mixed them together, and I'm waiting. You can see at the bottom of this cup, and also in the bottom of this cup, what colour does yellow and blue make? And you can kind of see down the bottom here, as the ice is melting, it's making a new colour. So I've got yellow and blue in this cup, and it's making a colour. I'm not going to tell you what colour because then that ruins the experiment. This one, I've used blue and red. And then on this one, which you can definitely see is a very different colour, I've used yellow and red. So it's just a nice fun game that you can make and see what happens. So yes, you do need to make the ice in advance, and then you can make the different colours. So use the primary colours, yellow, red and blue, to make the secondary colours. I'm not going to tell you what the secondary colours are, but I think you can kind of get a hint from my colours down below. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it and learning all about your thankful. You could also do the activities that the family make in the treasure box, with the crazy ball game, and then the ice cream game is also some extra activities that you can do. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.